Do you want to find your inner power? Do you want to find out how to get to that inner power so that it can grow and show you how to use it in many, many ways? Well, if you do, guys, keep watching. Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about how we can grow spiritually and make ourselves evolve into the powerful being that resides within. And that can be through any form of learning. It can be going out in the world, touching the earth and the sky, touching and feeling and experiencing. But there's also the other side, the mental side, the one where you give it your all, your time and your space, your quietness, and that peace of mind that you are evolving, learning more and more each day. It starts with a lot of study and a lot of learning. And so today I just wanted to really, I need my light. I always need my light. This aids me, guys, because I'm partially sighted. It's nice to have some light, and I love my light. Today I just wanted to talk about how you progress and what is the point of all the study. Well, the main thing of learning and is not to take on board everything you read, but to learn from bits from that, making it your own. So you progress not by copying or not by doing it rigidly, but for example, you read a right in a book and you love it, you think it's great. The next step with some people would be just to copy that, and yes, in the beginning that's great, but the point you want to get to is to be able to take from that and change it to fit into how you feel. So like when you want to cast circle, take the main aspects from it. Yes, you need to cast the circle. Yes, you need to call in the quarters. But it is not set in stone, and you can do it your own way. So maybe for you it would be easier to make your own words up that you can remember, rather than trying to learn a very strong worded ritual with words that you wouldn't necessarily use. Of course, when some people come into the craft, they think that ritual has to be spoken that way, and so they put themselves through so much grief trying to learn the words inside out. Good example is, O thou circle, beest thou, and as you go. So be thou a place of love, joy, truth and light. You know, you can add your own stuff to it. You could then say, I cast this circle with my inner might. I cast this circle without no doubt. I am casting this circle today and it's me. It's all my power and I need it to be. And as you go, you will start to find your own flow. Whereas if you're reading it from the book, you keep looking down and you keep looking up and you lose the bit that you're meant to be doing, and that is focusing on your inner power. Now some of you might say to me, how do you find that inner power? Well, it's through learning how to grow your spark, and I call it a spark. And this is another reason why I'm holding this, because in my mind, when I go for my spark, it is always like a little golden flame. Now in the craft they teach you to go within, going within to the centre. You find your centre and you find that spark, and then when you can find that spark, you learn to grow it. to make it grow bigger and bigger. So of course you need visualization. You need to be able to feel that energy. And so you need to progress yourself over a period of time to be able to sense it and feel it and be able to grow it. And when you get to that stage, you're then ready to further into ritual. When people first start, they think all they have to do is read the words from the book, the power is in the words. But no, the words don't even have to be said, guys. This is the thing that, in the craft people think they need to do. But no, the power comes from within you. It's already there. You've thought it. Your body and your mind and your spirit already knows where you are coming from, but needs you to be able to let that go to make it happen. And so, of course, training yourself to that extent will aid you. So the first steps would be to grow that little flame inside your inner self. And so I thought it would be good to do a little meditation that we used to do to find that inner spark. And once you can find that inner spark, you can learn to grow it. The end of the day, you want to grow yourself. It takes time and it takes effort, but there are exercises that you can do, and meditation is one of the things that you would need to be able to do, but also being able to expand yourself on a daily schedule, really, just learning to grow it and then to shrink it. When you're doing that, you are enhancing your inner power and learning how to tap into it and how to progress it. And when you get to that stage of being able to do it just like that, you're at that point where ritual will be so much easier for you. And it doesn't matter what tradition and where you're going for it. It's very important to know. So let's get into the meditation. And so I'm going to put this light back here. I want you to take a nice comfortable seat. I want you to sit on it, and I want you to start to relax your body. Now, I know I do it very quickly on the other videos, but I want to take you through it and help you to get into that state of mind. So I'm going to ring a bell to show the helpers and the guides that are with you today that you are now ready to be helped, to be taught how to find your inner power, that inner spark. So I'm going to ring the bell to call on these people. And that's all you need to do, just the one. And then you say something to the effect of, guides and helpers, those that aid me on my spiritual quest, those that help me to find who I am, I seek you to be with me this day. Help me in my pursuit to go forwards in the giftings of the witch, of the psychic, of the one that is the light worker. I seek your guidance this day and welcome you with an open heart and a willing spirit. Hail and welcome. And that is, you've just asked for those guides and helpers to come and be with you, to aid you. And so we start by sitting and getting comfortable. Now you can shake your limbs out, wriggle your toes, do this with your shoulders, a bit like if you were going for exercise. Just get yourself all nice and loose. Also wear something, which is why I wear ritual clothes, because at the end of the day it's loose and you wear nothing underneath them. You're not constricted in any way. Also, guys, make sure no one is going to disturb you. The phone's turned off and there's nothing there. So you know that you're safe for at least 10 minutes. And that gives you time to be able to relax into it. Now, when we grow our inner power, that in itself, when it grows, will keep you safe. So you will be fine, guys. But we're going to do it. So I want you to relax in your seat and just relax. As you hear the drum, on every drum beat, start to feel like you want to just let go. Starts with your toes. As you hear the drum beat, let your toes go loose. Let them go. As it creeps up to ankles, all the tension that you had within is now gone. And that feels all relaxed. You feel relaxed. Coming up to your knees. Your knees that do all the weight bearing. Let them relax. Let them feel loose. They're now relaxed. As you come up to your hips and your stomach area, let it go. Let it go. Go with the drum beat and let all that tension leave your body. And you're coming up now to your chest area and your shoulders. And you didn't realise just how tight it all was. But you now release that tension and let it go. Relax. Feel it loosen and merge into infinity. Now you come up to your neck and your jaw. Let it go. Let your jaw fall open and let it go. Relax. It's all in glorious flow. You are flowing with all that peace and you feel so good. You're where you're meant to be. Coming up to the rest of your head and your fingers and your arms everywhere is now relaxed and you feel so good. And as you hear the drum in the distance as it goes away, you don't need it anymore. Full of a feeling of total giving of yourself. Now is the time to search for that inner light, that little flame that I was talking about. Now I want you to close your eyes and visualize a little flame in your mind's eye. Remember what a flame looks like when it's on the wick of a candle. Look at that flame and feel it at the top of your head. See that flame come down slowly into your body, but coming down through your head, now your throat, and now your heart. And as it comes down, there it is in front of you, a small little hole. You can see it when it's a place that you want to go into with this little flame. So as you move towards this little hole, start to feel the warmth within you from that flame. See that flame in the centre of this little hole, which is in the centre of your very soul, your very being. Once there, visualize it flickering, but also very bright. Feel that warmth within your solar plexus, within the centre of your being. Try not to get hard thinking about it. Just relax into that vision of the flame and just sense it within your stomach area. Sense that warmth growing and vibrating around that area, and just live in that moment. See it there in your mind's eye, and know that it's in a safe place, that it is within you. It is your inner sanctum. That place that you install that flame today is your inner power. You have put it there. It is in your little dark hole in the centre of your being. And that is where it will stay. For once you have put it there, it will be there. Every time you think of it, it will come to you. You will see it. It will be in your mind's eye. You just need to relax into it and sense it and feel it. If you have difficulty, don't worry. You can go back and do this every day till you sense it and you feel it and you can see it. And once you're at that space, we can then start to grow that energy. For those of you that can sense it and feel it and see it, the next step is to now see that light that comes from the flame, not the flame itself, but that halo that you get with that candle flame. See it expand outwards and upwards and filling the whole of your being. Feel the excitement of the warmth as it grows into you, into your very body. You can feel it growing, expanding. Now, see it on every breath you take. In, you see it grow, and out, you see it grow more. And as each breath comes, you can see that glorious halo getting brighter and bigger until it takes over the whole of your very body. And you now know you can push it outwards around you, feeling that warmth and that safeness and that energy of you coming to the surface and being allowed to explore all around you and keep you safe and contained within it. Welcome to your power. Welcome to your protection and your inner sanctum. This is when we go within. This is your witch power, your psychic power, the power that gives you the ability to do what you can with your magic, with your healing, with everything which you need. You can just do it like that. When you know how to switch it on. It will be there abundantly, like a shield around you. Just bask in this glorious energy that is all yours. Nobody done it, you done it. It's your power. See it brighten and go so white with the energy that you can see all the different colours like veins pumping within it, vibrating that heartbeat, that inner you. Sit in that power, sit in that energy and feel the abundance of that feeling of power. See it running through every part of your existence. See it running around all you and around the area that you are in. Feel that tingle in your toes and your hands and your mind. Feel that abundance of abandonment that you know you can be just you and your energy in that moment. And there, guys, you are in your power. You are in your experience. What a wonderful feeling that is. And you can do this daily. See it now. As you now need to put it back, you need to be able to shut it down. For it would be lovely to walk around like this, but it's not feasible to do so. So now I want you to see it start to shrink back. And as it shrinks back, you feel the energy starting to wane, starting to go back. And you are okay. You are letting go. You know you have to save it. It needs to be there to keep you going. Just visualize it shrinking back. See that flame again within and notice how it is now shrinking back slowly, coming back into your body, down through your body, down to that inner place, that inner sanctum. And when you see it back just around the flame, that is when you close the door upon it. Your mind's eye needs to close off from it. Knowing it is there, that spark will always be there. Snuff it out with your fingers in your mind's eye. Just snuff that flame with your thumb and your first finger. And once that's done, you come back now to reality, to back what your life is, to come back to existence, to come back to life as you are every day. And as you do, take a deep breath in and hold it and out through your mouth. Know that you have an inner sanctum that you can go to now. At any point you can grow that energy. Use it as a protection, but also use it to do your rituals and your spell work. It is better than the magic circle because you are contained within it. It is where you grab your power to cast your circle, to let that come down your arm into your thami or into your sword or into your wand, to extend that power to cause your circle to be, to cause your spells to work, to help those for healing. And so guys, this is the very first step. And as you come back, you start to feel your body again. You can feel your toes and your fingers and your bones and your blood pumping and your heartbeat, and everything is back. And you can take one last deep breath. Open your eyes And make sure you eat and drink something for grounding to get back to reality. And there you are, guys, the very first way of opening up your inner being, your special place, your power. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I just want to thank new subscribers. Really appreciate that you have subscribed. To those that are always there with me, thank you so much. And if you enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed, please think about doing so, as it will help the channel to expand and to get to more people. I do appreciate your help on that. And so I'm going to leave it there. Wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.